What's going on everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in today's first video, I'm not sure if I'll put another one up later, but we'll see, I'm going to be talking about Capital Supremacy on Kashyyyk and how it actually works, since it has been added to the rotation for Capital Supremacy since today's update. But before we get fully into this video, make sure to let me know if you like Capital Supremacy on Kashyyyk and the changes that they have made to the map to make it more suitable for the mode. Also, make sure to smash a like on this video to show support for Battlefront 2 on the channel, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with all Battlefront 2 content and other Star Wars games. But now, let's get into today's video. So to start off with, like I've already said, Capital Supremacy is expanding to Kashyyyk. The Clone Wars will be fought on the Kashyyyk beach in an all-new way. Don't think this map is exactly the same as before. While it's based on the Kashyyyk map from Galactic Assault, they have made some changes for it to function better in Capital Supremacy. So they are bringing one of the biggest maps to Capital Supremacy, and it arrives today. Kashyyyk was always an early contender to become an additional map for Capital Supremacy, and they're excited to be bringing us the Wookiee homeworld in the next update. The update will take the existing Galactic Assault map and repurpose it specifically for Capital Supremacy. The map itself will play out from beachfront up to the downed Venator ship, with 5 command posts situated between them all. As a droid, you'll be spawning in on the beachfront, while the clones will be utilising the down Venator as their spawn location. Talking of the Venator, one thing you'll notice when playing on Kashyyyk is that it's now showing the effects of battle as fire spreads across its hull and smoke billows upwards. The theme for the map is a vehicle graveyard, with heavy assaults from both sides having failed, and now it's time for the infantry to fight for dominance. It's a lot more strategic than Geonosis Junction Pipeline West, as the defending and holding of command posts is of greater importance. This is because the distance between them is further, and the greater distances and bigger overall environment means the pace is a little slower than Geonosis, which allows for more interesting vehicle play. The map also opens up some interesting specialist play. You get to take to the high ground with an approach to acquire some good sightlines with your sniper rifle, but it will come at a cost of little cover. There will also be a decision to be made as to whether you want to play a sniping role for your team, but by doing so, you'll lose personnel that could be used to attack and defend vital command posts. So there are a total of 5 command posts on Kashyyyk Capital Supremacy, and they are positioned in a figure of 8 layout, 2 near the beach, 2 near the Venator, and 1 in the middle. When you spawn in as a droid, you'll be on the beach staring upwards with the Venator in the distance. The 2 closest command posts to you will be the village defense and forward operating base. The 2 closest command posts to the downed Venator will be Wookiee Tower and Crash Site. These will be ideal for clones wanting to capture an early command post to gain a foothold in the game. Within the centre of the map is a command post we're expecting to be the locale of some fierce firefighting, the Juggernaut interior. At Village Defense, it is located near the shoreline, and cover here is provided from the adjacent building, which should provide some relief against clones approaching from the north. To the left of the command post is some higher ground, which will need to be watched as it does provide attackers with a potential aerial advantage. The forward operating base is on the right hand side of the beachfront. This command post is a little bit more open, providing some good sight lines further up the beach, allowing for the droids to get a good view of any approaching clones early in the match. The Juggernaut interior is located within the centre of the map. Fighting for this location is expected to be fierce, especially when you consider it's placed within the remains of a fallen Juggernaut. The Crash Site command post will be one of the first that the clones will reach upon spawning at the downed Venator. While the proximity to the Venator will make this a potential stronghold for clones, the lack of cover will be a concern for those on defensive duties. What cover is provided will arrive in the form of a Crash Republic transporter. The Wookiee Tower does offer good cover, however it is susceptible to attacks from all sides. The traditional Wookiee style architecture provides ample opportunity for attackers to plan their attacks and potentially surprise those who are tasked to defend. And I'm not going to lie, the Capital Supremacy map Kashyyyk is actually a lot more tactical than the Geonosis one. The Geonosis one is more my style of play though, because it's very fast paced, it's quite close quarters, you can get away with using the assault class quite a lot to sprint across in between a lot of rocks and then get close to your enemies and take them out to capture command posts. Where on the Kashyyyk one, it's a lot more open, and that was always my issue with the Kashyyyk Galactic Assault map. I didn't like how you had to sprint for ages as an assault type class or a heavy type class to get close to your enemy. It is a lot better, or it's suited a lot better to the specialist class and the sniper rifles. So if you are a slower paced player, who does like to pick off enemies at distance, this is definitely going to be your map to shine. However, I'm just really glad to see another map come to Capital Supremacy, as Capital Supremacy is my favourite game mode in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think it's great, I like the non-linear combat, and I do like how it's sort of separated into stages as well. I think that's quite cool. My issue with Galactic Assault was always how if you were on the defensive, you were literally just stood there and then walking backwards, and then you just basically had to run into all of the defenders if you were on the attacking side. It wasn't really, like, it didn't suit my style of play at all. Where with Capital Supremacy, like I said, it's just pretty much open, it's non-linear, so you can just run anywhere you want. There are people defending certain command posts and attacking certain ones, but there are just people generally roaming around the map a lot more, I find, than on Galactic Assault, which suits my playstyle a lot better, so I do prefer it. However, I must say, as much as I like the Kashyyyk map, I do prefer the Geonosis one, purely because it suits my playstyle more than the Kashyyyk one. However, like I said, if you're a slower type of player who likes to pick enemies off, then the Kashyyyk map is definitely going to be the one that you are more suited to. But that is my update for the Kashyyyk Capital Supremacy map. And I do really encourage anyone out there who hasn't tried Capital Supremacy to go and actually try it, especially now there is 2 maps in the rotation, so you're not just sat playing the same one over and over and over and over and over again. But like I said, that is it for today's video. We've covered what I wanted to do, and I might have a video going up later. But I want you to let me know down in the comment section below if you have played Kashyyyk on Capital Supremacy, and if you have, do you enjoy it? What would you change? Would you like to see other maps come to the mode eventually? Make sure to smash a like on this video as well if you have enjoyed it, and to show support for Battlefront 2 on the channel. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with all Battlefront 2 content and other Star Wars games. But other than that, we will see you in the next video.